Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Greensboro Ice House for the first stream of High Point University Club Hockey with your High Point Panthers. I'm Graham Tuck, bringing you today's action. We've got a great rematch for you. Even though this is our first stream, this is the second of two games between your Panthers and the University of Tennessee Ice Vols. Yesterday's game was a barn burner, an 8-4 final, which saw Tennessee come out on top. To give you a little recap of that game, High Point started out strong with a goal early on from Ryan Henry and then another one quickly following from Dakota Johnson to put the Panthers up 2-1 at the end of the first period. Tennessee then came out strong in the second, tying things up at 3-3 going into the third period. The Panthers came out early with a goal from Sean Egan to start the third period, but then Tennessee quickly countered with 5 goals, taking the 8-4 win and opening up their season with a W. Tennessee is a D2 team that plays in the SECHC, the Southeastern Conference of Collegiate Hockey. And their head coach is Johnny Scatello, assistant coached by Andrzej Buchko and Matt Swinea. Buchko is one of their goal scorers from yesterday, a rare player coach in club hockey in the college level. You see often player coaches at the semi-professional level, but not often at the college level. So you can see now your Panthers are in the left end. They're in all black pants, black jerseys, black lids. And on the other end, you've got the Ice Vols wearing white with black shorts, white socks, white lids. Today's game is going to be a very unique installment of the new High Point Panthers hockey season. We've got the second of 2 goaltenders to be featured so far this year for the Panthers. Sean Rumsey is going to be in net for the Panthers, as Eric Smith played the game yesterday, and today's the second of the back-to-back. Smith did well yesterday, letting in 8 goals on 46 shot attempts. So not quite an optimal start, but he played very well throughout the first 2 periods. Today's lines, we've got the captain, Mike Torr, starting at left defense with Christian Kuntz. Starting at defense on the left, you've got Ryan Henry, Ryan Bruin manning the center, and Dakota Johnson finishes off the top line for the Panthers. Then in the second line, we have Tim Fleury, Tyler Calkins, Logan Kennedy, and then for the third line of wingers, you've got Ryan Macheska, Ben Reedy, and Sam Gata, and then your fourth line is Dakota Sexton, Alex Hallahan, and Alden Martin. Hallahan and Martin did not play yesterday, but the Panthers are going through some wear and tear, as this is, as I mentioned, a back-to-back. So for this game, they'll be bringing in some fresh legs. Then to finish out the defense, we've got Sean Egan, one of the goal scorers from yesterday. Connor Duncan, number 55, we'll get into him a little bit more later. Aiden Kennedy on the third line, and Alex Sawney, who had an assist yesterday. The Panthers' goal scorers from yesterday are Ryan Bruin, who actually also had an assist to make him 2 points, and the Panthers' leading goal scorer and point scorer after one game. Ryan Henry had a goal, Dakota Johnson also had one, and Sean Egan put in the 4th one. A player to watch for High Point today is most definitely going to be Ryan Henry. He is, without a doubt, one of the top players on that first line. The Panthers are employing the strategy of putting your top talent all on the first line, which is a strong move from the Panthers to start the season, as they're going to be able to contend with the Ice Vols' high-scoring offense. Last year, the Vols scored just under 7.5 goals per game. But they did allow about 5.5, so you'll be able to put up goals on them, but you've got to make sure you can stop them too, and that seemed to be the problem yesterday. We'll take a quick break and be right back with Panther Hockey. Welcome back to the Greensboro Ice House, home of your High Point Panthers, for this weekend at least. And they are taking on the Tennessee Volunteers. We want to go over a little bit more of that game yesterday to give you kind of a picture of what you should expect today. Yesterday, one of the big downfalls for the Panthers was inability to execute on the power play. They finished with 11 power play chances as the Ice Vols were taking penalties all over the place and only converted on 2 of them for a conversion rate of 18% on the power play, which is not going to cut it when you're playing a team that is the caliber of the Ice Vols. Tennessee, on the other hand, was also poor on the power play with 0 power play goals in 7 opportunities. But their penalty kill was stellar, as I just mentioned. So for High Point to come out with a win in this one, they're going to need to excel on special teams, particularly on the power play, in addition to the penalty kill. The power play looked lackluster yesterday, as in addition to being unable to convert on the power play, they also allowed 2 shorthanded goals on the power plays. So that is going to be a massive thing for your Panthers to focus on if they want to come out with this one. As I mentioned earlier, this building is only home to your Panthers for today only, as next week, when the Panthers take on the Radford Highlanders, they will be in the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex. Yes, that's right, the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex. And those games will be on Saturday and Sunday of next weekend. Saturdays at 6 p.m. and Sundays at 10:30 a.m. So make sure you tune in for those 2 games as well. We'll be right back for the start of your game and more High Point Panther hockey. Welcome back to the Greensboro Ice House as your High Point Panthers get ready to take the ice to start this second of 2 games against the University of Tennessee Ice Vols. In net for the Ice Vols today, we've got Baylor Weinkauf, who did not get the start yesterday. That was Brandon Shaw. But as are the Panthers, the Ice Vols are letting their goalies take a rest. And I stand corrected. Earlier in the pregame, I stated that Tyler Rumsey was going to be, or that Sean Moreau was going to be in net, excuse me. It is actually Tyler Rumsey, number 35, and he is going to be in net for the Panthers today. Team's getting ready to face off. Sit down, buckle up, get ready for some High Point hockey as we are underway in the Greensboro Ice House. High Point wins the face-off, and they'll collect it in the defensive zone. That's Coons behind the net. He chips it over to Johnson, who will attempt to get up. Bruin has it on the near side, shoots it over to Henry, who collects it, brings it back towards his own blue line. A backhanded pass to Kuntz goes back to Henry. A stick check from Tennessee. Tries to get it into the zone, and he will successfully, as Brewing tries to get it behind the net. A pass out to the far side. Nobody's there, though. Tennessee collects and will bring into the neutral zone. A strong stick check there. A push in the back will draw a penalty for High Point to start this game. Only 35 seconds in, and the High Point Panthers will be on the penalty kill. That play looked a little suspect from the beginning as Dakota Johnson will go to the penalty box. We'll see what the call's for. It appears to be a tripping call on, no, that's Mike Torrey, excuse me, that's going to the penalty box. Vol was dragged down, and the Panthers are going to be on the penalty kill to start this first period. The faceoff is won by the Ice Vols. That's Paul Hart that has it in the defensive zone. Ships it down to the corner, back up to Paul Hart. Number 44, over to King. Had the hat trick yesterday. Near side, a cross ice pass is good to Paul Hart, but he can't put anything on it. And now there's a scrum behind the net. 1 minute gone in this first period of play as the Ice Vols have the puck in the offensive zone. Panthers on a penalty kill. Over to Butchko at the point. Now over to King again. A shot deflected in and scored. What a play there from the Ice Vols as they get on the board early, 1-0. Couldn't exactly tell who that goal was scored by. The shot from the point came from King. It looked like it may have been Ogle in the slot that tipped it in. Quickly, Panthers down 1-0, and as I said in the pregame, special teams is going to be crucial for the Panthers if they want to come out on top in this one, already behind 1-0 as the second line comes out. Face-off won by the Ice Vols. That's Northern who take it. Panthers will collect in their defensive end. Up to Logan Kennedy. Now pass over to Calkins, who'll bring it into the offensive zone. Weinkauf takes it behind his net. An easy chance for the Panthers, and they can't complete the wraparound. Weinkauf mishandled the puck. The Panthers had a chance, but they couldn't convert. Kennedy now has it behind the net. What a hit there, and that's going to be a penalty. Logan Kennedy took a massive hit behind the net, and the Panthers are now going to be on the power play. We'll see who goes to the box. It looks like it's going to be McLean Cheney, the forward freshman from San Jose, California, who's going to go to the box. Some confusion over by the bench. The referees are signaling for someone to come into the penalty box, but nobody is going for the Ice Vols. Confusion intensifies over on the Ice Vols bench, and it is going to be Cheney who goes into the penalty box. Panthers about to be on the power play for a full 2 minutes. 18-18 left here in the first period. Just under 2 minutes gone. Already converted on one power play. The Ice Vols will now be on the penalty kill. Panthers win the faceoff but can't collect. Power play unit out there is Ryan Henry collecting in the corner. Up to the point to Johnson. Henry now has it, mishandles. Johnson has it again. An attempted pass to Sawney is not completed, and the Ice Vols will take it into the offensive zone. Not the way you want to start your power play here if you're High Point. Now Ryan Bruin will bring it up, and a whistle they'll call a hand pass. I didn't quite see that one, but I'll trust the referees on their judgment. 17:56 left in the first, 1:37 left on the power play for the Panthers, down 1-0. We want to see some aggression here from the Panthers on the power play. They have scoring talent. They averaged 6 goals a game last year, but while letting in 5. Panthers finished last year with a 9-10 record, good for 7-5 in the ACCHL and 4th in their Carolina division. This year the divisions look a little bit different with teams not playing due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but they are still playing nonetheless, and we are lucky to be having hockey here today. Panthers will take in the defensive zone. That's Henry that'll bring it up, the alternate captain. Pass over to Kuntz on the near side, and he'll bring it in. A pass to the slot, and not a shot able to put on. Johnson there with a shot on net. Take behind his net, a behind the back pass. Kuntz has it in the slot, and good work there from Weinkoff to keep it out. Now the Vols have a breakaway. Ice Vols 1 on the goalie. Oh, what a stop there, and we're going to have another penalty. That was Schonbrunn who slid into Rumsey on the breakaway. And are we going to have a penalty shot? I'm not sure. We'll take some time for the goal to be set back on its moorings. This is the first meeting between the High Point Panthers and the Ice Vols. Well, technically second, but the first matchup between the Panthers and the Ice Vols since the Panthers resumed play last season. In common games, there were 2 sets of games. Oh, we are going to have a penalty shot. Excuse me. Schonbrunn's going to get a chance from mid-ice. Luke Schonbrunn, the freshman from Grays Lake, Illinois, did not score yesterday, but he'll have a great chance here. He takes it from the red line. And he puts it past Rumsey on the glove side. 2-0 Ice Vols. $17:17 left on the clock in the first period. Just under 3 minutes gone. Panthers already down 2-0, and they've got to start this comeback quickly if they want to have a chance before they're down and out. The power play unit will come back out for the Panthers. Still a man up. 58 seconds left on the power play on the penalty assessed to Cheney. Bruin goes into the circle to face off against Pete Bunch, who had 1 assist and 1 goal yesterday. 2 points for the sophomore forward from Knoxville, Tennessee, where the Ice Vols are located. Hometown talent there for the Ice Vols. Bruin is tapping his stick for the puck. The Panthers only had 4 men on the ice, but now have 5. Breakout pass attempted, a dump in, but the Ice Vols will collect on the far side. Butchko has it, and Rumsey will cover to force a stoppage. 29 seconds left on the power play here in this first period. 16:48 left. Ice Vols up 2-0. We've got 2 alternate captains on the ice right now for the Panthers. It's Ryan Henry and Sean Egan. Face-off 1 for the Ice Vols. They'll take it back in their defensive zone, kill some time off of this penalty. A stretch pass up, kept in the neutral zone by the Ice Vols, and now they'll bring it into the offensive zone. That's Bunch. A great save there from Rumsey with the blocker to keep that one out. Collected in the corner by the Ice Vols. That's Bushko. And now he's in a scrum with 3 Panthers, not really trying to do anything, just trying to kill that penalty off, and it is now expired, and Cheney will come rushing from the penalty box into the offensive zone for the Vols. Bruin takes it now on the near side, tries to chip it around a man. He's got 1-on-4, just trying to build some sustained pressure in the offensive zone. Now Henry's got it, a shot on the goal, and what a save there by Weinkoff to keep that one. That was a great chance from the Panthers, the best one that they've had all day so far. Puck collected in the neutral zone. Potential breakaway squandered by the Ice Vols as Cheney wasn't able to collect the puck neatly on his stick. Now collected by the Panthers in the defensive zone. Gata has it, and he's going to fight for it along the walls with Cheney, who had the penalty earlier. Collected by the Ice Vols, and a shot on goal is tipped up, so no shot on goal there. Now the Ice Vols will collect on the far side. A good hit there from Ben Reedy, the junior forward from Charlotte, North Carolina. Pass to the slot. Good stick there from Connor Duncan, who did not play yesterday. Very good effort there by him to get a stick on that and keep that from being a very quality shot on goal attempt. 15-19 left. Ice Vols up 2-0 in this first period of Panther hockey. The Ice Vols last year would have been the second consecutive year that the Ice Vols missed the SEC-HC tournament, which is a rarity for them as they are one of the more storied teams in that conference. They finished 5th out of 6 in their division, but they did play with some powerhouses in that division, such as Arkansas and Ole Miss. The standings in the SEC-HC, there are three divisions, the East, the West, and the South. Tennessee is in the East with Clemson, Kennesaw State, Georgia Tech, South Carolina, and Georgia. Ole Miss and Arkansas are in the West, and they are some of the powerhouses. They finished 12 points. Ole Miss came out on top at the beginning of the SEC-HC tournament. Tennessee finished 5-6 last year, good for 10 points and tied for fourth in their conference, but they lost a tiebreaker to Kennesaw State. Panthers take the face-off in the offensive zone. What a shot off the face-off. Great chance there for the Panthers, and they convert. Weinkauf had no idea it was coming. What a shot there from Macheska right off the draw, and he makes up for a penalty that he took yesterday by starting off the scoring for the Panthers. Check that. That's not Macheska. That's Tim Fleury, the freshman from Morris Plains, New Jersey, and he ends his drought without a goal at one game. Starts it off with a goal today. First goal of his career for Fleury, One that he'll never forget right off the draw. What a great shot there from the slot. Nobody guarding him for some reason. Shot leaks through Weinkauf, and we've got a 2-1 game. Ice Vols up. Ice Vols have it in their defensive zone. Brings it up to Ogle. Pass to the slot is broken up by Tor, and the Ice Vols will regain possession on the far side boards. Now behind the net, Kuntz attempts, now puck in front, unable to get a pass off. There was a chance there for Ogle on the near side, but no such luck for the Ice Vols as their lead will remain at 1. A good pass to the slot, unable to be collected there by Ogle. Ogle takes it up now to the point, pass over to Paul Hart. A little bit of a shot/pass attempt to the slot, unable to get a deflection on by anyone looking for one there, but no luck. Ice Vols caught High Point in a line change, but quickly recovering is Connor Duncan to break one up. He's made a couple of great defensive plays early on in this one. Oh, weaving through defenders. Oh, what a move! A shot saved. What a save there from Rumsey. It didn't look like anyone was going to stop him on the way to the net. That was Ben Northern who was attempting to extend the lead to 2 for the Ice Vols. Northern weaved through 3 Panthers on that defensive front, and it looked like he was going to make a great move on the goalie, but Rumsey stood tall to block that one down and into the net out of play. 14:08 left in the first period. Panthers down 2-1. But looking to make a comeback as they have some momentum after that last goal from Tim Fleury. Face off on the near side circle in the High Point defensive zone. Won by the Panthers. Pass out clears the offensive zone. And now a good stick check from Alden Martin, who also did not play yesterday. A shot on goal is saved by Weinkauf, collected back behind the net. Alden Martin has it again. Pass to the slot, broken off. Oh, almost an own goal there. Almost tipped in by Andrew Raymond. And now we'll have a stoppage. And the Panthers will keep the puck in their offensive zone. 13:49 left in the first period. Panthers down 2-1. Ice Vols converted early with a power play goal in the opening minute. And then a shorthanded breakaway goal after a penalty shot. Penalty was called on a breakaway. Ice Vols take possession in the neutral zone, shift along the boards. Now Rumsey will cover. Panther was tripped up a little bit, looked like a clean play, but ran into the goal and will have to reconnect. That was Sean Egan who got tripped up. He had a goal yesterday. No assists, so just 1 point per game for Egan. We've got a couple Panthers. The only Panther with 2 points yesterday was Ryan Bruin, one of the alternate captains. He had a goal and an assist, but also 2 minutes in the penalty box. Face-off won by the Panthers in the defensive zone. That's Egan who'll take it behind the net. Now up to Johnson on the near side. He'll circle around, look for somebody to pass it to. Chips it back to Duncan. Duncan passes it over to Egan, and he'll look to break into the offensive zone. A pass to Bruin isn't collected, but Johnson takes it. Now back to Bruin, brought onsides into the offensive zone. Ice Vols collect. Tried to keep it at the red line. The attempt is unsuccessful by Connor Duncan, and now Egan will recollect. 13:05 left in the first period. Onsides was Johnson, but unable to collect as the Panthers were going for a line change. Into the offensive zone, the puck goes for the Ice Vols, but collected by Egan. Now Egan drawn down. Duncan takes it into the neutral zone, and that's Henry who'll bring it into the offensive zone. That top line of forwards out there right now. Now Bruin attempts to go over to Johnson, but nobody home. Excuse me, that was Macheska. Sean Egan brings it into the offensive zone, trying to make something happen. Now Macheska has it, part of that second line. Clay Lamb will collect for the Vols in their defensive zone. Lamb has it now. Now into the offensive zone, onsides are the Ice Vols, but a great defensive play there from the Panthers and Ben Reedy. Aiden Kennedy tries to get into the offensive zone, but we will be blown offsides. 11:57 left in this opening period. Panthers ended the first period yesterday up 2-1, and now the score is reversed. So we'll try to see if they can put one more goal on the board. Last year they averaged 6 goals a game. Yesterday not matching up to that with their 4. Panthers need to convert on their offensive chances if they want to take down this Vols team to even up the series and win the rubber match at 1-1. A pass to the slot, not able to be collected by Bunch. That was a great scoring chance there from behind the net, but now the Panthers will take it in the neutral zone. Reedy takes it on the red line. Bouncing puck finally called down by Macheska. Weaves through defenders in the slot. Ooh, what a hit there from Gaeta. But now the Panthers will lose the puck, and Butchko will chip it into the neutral zone, and High Point will have to recollect. Brought onsides into the offensive zone by Sawney. Trying to weave around a man. Behind the net, his puck is knocked off his stick. Reedy collects at the point. Sawney has it now. The 2 defensemen there on the near side. Gaeta has it behind the net, drawn down by a Vol. Pass to the slot, blocked down by Weinkoff. Now collected at the point. Good sustained offensive pressure here from the Panthers. Logan Kennedy has it, but loses the puck behind the net. Sawney's now attempting to keep it in at the point, but the Vols will collect it and chip it into the neutral zone, and the Panthers will reset. Collected there by Sawney. Pass over to Tor, the captain. Logan Kennedy takes it on the right side, loses the puck. It's Megazzini who passes it to the slot. But good defense there from the Panthers, and Kuntz, the starting freshman from Clare, Michigan, excuse me. And we're now going to have a face-off. 10:31 left in this first period. Shots on goal. High Point has the lead 5-4. But that is, of course, not counting the penalty shot that High Point allowed and Tennessee converted on earlier in the first period. Penalty to High Point has been assessed. That's Kuntz who got called. Didn't see what the call was, but he'll be in the box for 2 minutes, and the Panthers will have to excel on the penalty kill once again. 10:22 left in the first period as the Vols try to set up behind their net. Pass near side to Paul Hart. Now to the neutral zone. Bushko takes it on the near side. Onsides play. Has it at the point. Looks for someone to dish it to. Sauce it over to the point to King. King hasn't been on the ice in a while. He was the hat trick scorer yesterday. Look for some offensive production here. Bushko had 2 goals yesterday. He passes it over to Paul Hart. Now a great clear there as the Panthers penalty kills hold strong. Tyler Calkins able to get that one into the defensive zone. 1:17 left on the power play, 9:45 left in the first period. Vols will attempt to break out of their defensive zone. Now across the red line. That's Ogle who has it. Great defense here from the Panthers as they'll clear it out again, all the way down towards Weinkauf in his crease. Charging was Gaeta, but unable to get a stick to it. Unable to get it out of the defensive zone are the Vols right away, but they pass it over to Paul Hart. He'll take behind his net again. 45 seconds left in this penalty kill for your Panthers. 9:15 left in the opening period. Across the red line now, the Ice Vols come. Pass over to Bunch. He had an assist yesterday. He can move it around. Fans on that one, but kept in at the blue line by Weeks. In the slot, great stop there from Rumsey, able to block it down. And that puck went out of play, and we'll have a stoppage. 20 seconds left on the penalty assessed to Christian Kuntz. And the Panthers are very, very close to killing this penalty off, which would be a huge momentum swing for the Panthers as they are only 1 goal down. 8:52 left in this opening period. Face-off won by the Vols. They've got 19 seconds left in this penalty. Weeks has it at the point. Shot on, just wide. There was a lot of traffic in front of the net, but unable to squeak it through where the Ice Vols, and cleared down. 6 seconds left in this penalty, and the High Point Panthers are going to kill this one off. Officially expired is that penalty to Kuntz, and he's back on the ice with 8.5 minutes left in this first period. Ice Vols bring it into the offensive zone, but it is offsides, and we will have a face-off in the neutral zone. Clark and Bruin taking the face-off for their respective squads. Ryan Bruin winning that draw over to Johnson on the right wing. He'll pass it behind his back looking for Henry, but Henry wasn't on the same page. The puck bounces around in the neutral zone, now collected in the offensive zone by Matt Scott. He turns it over. Panthers will chip it up. Henry unable to collect that one too. Sophomore alternate captain from Colfax, North Carolina. Offsides. What a good call by the referee there. Panthers were calling for that when they saw it, and we saw it too on camera. Vols tried to pass it back out to the point, but it did cross the blue line, and that will be offsides. We'll have another neutral zone draw. 7:58 left in this opening period. Panthers down 2-1 to the Ice Vols. Faceoff is won by the Ice Vols, but it will go back into their defensive zone. Bruin forechecking hard. That's something you like to see from this Panther team. They are being aggressive on the offensive front, something that they lacked yesterday. They're going to need that if they're going to pull off this win. Sticked away by Rumsey in the crease, and now Sawney will collect. Also forechecking hard are the Ice Vols as they'll try to collect it behind the High Point net. Pass to the slot, nobody there, and Henry will bring it into the offensive zone. 1-on-3, he's going to try it, but he loses the puck quickly in the neutral zone. Collected by Maine. Henry tries to take it back, but a stick lift there from the Ice Vols renders him unsuccessful. Taken into the offensive zone now by King. Puck not able to be collected by Johnson or Maine. Now brought onsides by Ogle. No, offsides. He must have seen something I did not, but we will have yet another neutral zone draw. 7:04 left in this opening period. Face off in that same familiar dot for the Panthers is won by the Ice Vols yet again. Paul Hart takes it on the near side, chipped up, and Tor will take it, the captain. A big hit put on there by Tim Fleury, the goal scorer. Tor collects it behind his net. He's so good at that, winning those loose pucks. In the neutral zone, chipped up by Tennessee, but now collected by Tor yet again. He just puts it into the offensive zone, trying to create some pressure. 6:34 left in this opening frame. Logan Kennedy tries to collect, but can't settle the bouncing puck. A big hit there again by Fleury. He is laying the body on these Ice Vols today. Behind his net, Ubin Weeks has it from Clarksville, Tennessee, the freshman defenseman. Trying to set up a play. Forechecking hard is Logan Kennedy right in front of the crease. Taken there in the neutral zone by the Panthers. That's Tyler Calkins who puts it back into the offensive zone. Kennedy forechecking hard yet again. Paul Hart makes a move. Tries to get it up, but Gaeta is forechecking. Egan tries to get it into the neutral zone, but the pass is blocked down by Matt Megazzini. And the Ice Vols will try to keep it in the offensive zone, but fail. A big hit there put on by Ben Reedy, and they'll call a hand pass in the neutral zone. 5:44 left in the opening frame. Panthers still down 2-1. Some of the players on the ice didn't even know what was called. A power play goal from Tennessee in the first minute, followed by a penalty shot goal scored by Luke Schoenbrunn. Put the Ice Vols up 2-0 in this one early, but then a slap shot right off the faceoff scored by Tim Fleury put the Panthers back within one. 5:30 left to go. Panthers have it in the offensive zone. Paul Hart has it in his defensive zone. Centers it now. That's Megazzini who has it. He puts it over to Shaney. And we're going to have a penalty call, I think. Referee has his arm up. They're going to get Paul Hart for something. I'm not exactly sure what. The referee bar goes over to the scorer's box. A high stick on Paul Hart is going to put the Panthers on the power play yet again. These power plays so crucial for the Panthers. They were lackluster on the power play yesterday, only converting 2 of their 11 chances. They're already 0 for 1 tonight, this morning, excuse me. They're trying to figure out what line they want to have out there right now. The Panthers are lining up to play 4-on-4. It looks like there was also a penalty assessed to a Panther. I'm not quite sure who that was, but we're even strength right now. 4-on-4 hockey being played. Bunch brings into the offensive zone, tries to put a move. Oh my goodness. Sawney hauls the man down. That's going to be a penalty. We're going to play 4-on-3. Shot whistled wide there. Jack Keeley tried to put one on. Sawney just absolutely mauled a man in the defensive zone, and he's going to go to the box. I'm not quite sure what the official call on that penalty is, but you could render it assault if you wanted to. Four-on-3 hockey being played for the Panthers. A 2-minute power play for the Ice Vols. That faceoff is won by Tennessee, but too far into their defensive zone it goes. Gaeta is the other man in the box for the Panthers. Unsure what the call was on him, but he will sit with coincidental minors with Tennessee. 4-on-3, a good stick check put on there by Egan. Shot deflected up. It looked like it hit the crossbar, but no goal, says the referee, and the Tennessee Ice Vols will clear out. Weeks has it at the point, over far side to Ogle. Ogle takes it, back up to Weeks. Weeks puts a move on a man. King had the hat trick yesterday. Pass to the slot. Shaney has it, unable to put a shot on goal. What a great block there. A check put on by Tor. Good defense there from the Panthers. A save made by Rumsey. 1:06 left in this penalty. 4:01 left in the first period. Panthers a man down for the next 1 minute. A great blocked pass there from Tor. Checking hard in the defensive zone is Tor. Now the Ice Vols, oh my goodness, did he get it in from that angle? What a shot. McLean Cheney with the goal for the Ice Vols on the power play, and that will make it 3-1 as the Ice Vols offense is clicking in this first period. great. You hate to see it for the Panthers. They were playing great defense for the vast majority of that power play, but just a shot at an impossible angle. He shot it over the glove side shoulder of Rumsey. It looked like there was no angle at all for him to make that shot, but he put it in the one spot that he could have scored in. Still 4-on-4 hockey, though. 3:45 left in the first period. Raymond wins the draw for the Ice Vols, and now it's collected in the defensive zone by Weeks. Up to Raymond. Called down, no call. Clean play for the Panthers, and now we've got a 2-on-1 if they want it. Panthers hustle up the ice. That's Sexton who has it. Sexton also one of the players that did not play yesterday, a set of fresh legs. Now in the neutral zone, collected by Scott. A turnover in the offensive zone, and now we've got a 1-on-1, but unable to be collected by Sexton. Near side defensive zone. Lamb has it, pass back to Weeks. Lamb and Weeks, the defensive pairing out there right now as this 4-on-4 period is set to expire very soon. Brought onsides into the offensive zone by the Vols. Raymond has it, pass back to Weeks, and a great save there by Rumsey. Behind the net, the Vols have it. Up to the point, unable to be kept in by Lamb, and it'll go back down where Weinkauf will collect it. 2:38 left to go in the first period. Ice Vols up 3-1. Behind his net, Lamb has it. Pass blocked down. A good hit put on there by Fleury. He's laying body all over the place today. Also the lone goal scorer for the Panthers so far. A good check there from Magazzini, but unable to be put on net. That one whistled wide of the net, all the way around and back down into the defensive zone. The Ice Vols will collect. Sam Hale has it. Pass over now. That's Stobierski who has it. A good stick check there, and now the Panthers will break into the offensive zone. Aiden Kennedy has it. Behind his net, looking for someone to dish it to. Thought he might dish it there to Kuntz at the point, but instead he goes to the other point. That's Calkins. Now Kuntz has it. A good shot deflected by Magazzini, and now Panthers will have it in the crease. Trying to poke it in, but it'll be covered up by Weinkauf, and now a little extracurricular activity behind the net. That was one of the better chances the Panthers have had so far. Pucks to the slot is something that this team needs to focus on if they're going to score. Their lone goal today was scored from the slot, a quick chance off of a face-off. Scored by Tim Fleury, who has been having one heck of a game so far today. Bruin, Henry, and Johnson, the top line for the Panthers in the offensive zone with 1:36 left. Bruin can't win the faceoff and now will be brought in. A good check there. A little, Sonny gives them a stick tap. Sonny getting involved with the Vols early. A pass to the slot, collected. Oh my goodness. You cannot let that through if you're the Panthers, and the Ice Vols capitalize 4-1 early. King just collected that loose puck in the slot and put it right in, stretching the lead to 3 for the Ice Vols early in this first period. I tell you, only a select few of these Panthers are playing like they did not play yesterday, whereas the entire Ice Vols team is playing with a fresh set of legs, or at least it seems so. 1:22 left in the first period. 4-1 is the advantage for the Ice Vols. Face-off one, brought into the offensive zone by the Panthers. Duncan has it in the defensive zone. He's made a couple of nice plays on defense so far today. Kept on sides is the puck by the Ice Vols. A shot blocked down by Egan. He, a Tennessee native, likely grew up watching many Ice Vols games, and now a penalty in front of the net. Oh goodness. Rumsey sticking up for his player, as usually his players stick up for him in the crease in between the pipes. Duncan down on the ground, and he looks a little bit shaken up as he takes off his helmet. Players will separate, and we'll get back to hockey quickly. 59.6 left in the first period. Duncan looking as if he has no idea why he deserved that action in front of the crease. But he got it nonetheless from the Ice Vols, and we'll have a defensive zone draw for the Panthers with just under a minute left in this opening period. Check that. The draw will be taken out to the neutral zone on the far side circle near High Point's bench. Shots on goal now 12-6 in the advantage of Tennessee. Johnson in for the draw, ties up a man but unable to be collected. Bruin now chips it all the way up. It looked like that one hit the ceiling, but it's kept in the offensive zone for the Ice Vols, and now High Point will collect in their defensive end. A stretch pass up to Bruin is collected, but a hit put on there by Weeks. That one would have been offsides if Bruin had been able to touch it, but now it's collected by Tennessee in the defensive end. Bunch, what a great stretch pass, kept on sides. 5-hole, oh my goodness, this Tennessee offense is just rolling right now. 5-1 Tennessee early. .5 seconds left. That one was Pete Bunch with the goal. He had an assist yesterday, so now he brings his point total to 2 on the season. Panthers need to make some adjustments at this intermission. I can guarantee you Coach Starcher is not going to be happy with the way that his boys have played so far. But this game isn't out of reach yet. Oh, it looks like we may have a switch. Backup goalie Sean Moreau collecting his stick from the bench, and he'll go into the crease. Tyler Rumsey slowly retreating back to the penalty box. Again, we have a goaltender change. That's Sean Moreau with his first appearance this season going into the crease for the Panthers with 31.5 seconds left in this first period. Panthers now down 5-1. Clock rolling now, under 30 seconds left in this opening frame. Collected in the neutral zone by Tor for the Panthers. Tennessee will now bring it across the red line. That's Bunch, the recent goal scorer. Another shot on goal blocked down by Moreau. Shot whistled high of the goal crease. 3 seconds, 2 and 1 as we end this first period. Panthers are in a little bit of a hole, but nothing that can't be undone with the way that this team puts up points. Our score at the end of this first period, 5-1 in favor of the Ice Vols. Welcome back to the Greensboro Ice House. First intermission here in Greensboro. Your High Point Panthers down 5-1 to the Tennessee Volunteers. I'll give you a breakdown of how that first period went and where the scoring came from. The goal scoring opened for Tennessee by Kieran Ogle. In the first minute of the game, only 19 some minutes left, assisted by number 17, that would be Drew King, who had the hat trick yesterday. Then, on the penalty shot, Luke Schoenbrunn put one in, and the Panthers were quickly down 2-0. Then, with just under 5 minutes gone in the first period, Tim Fleury put a goal in right off the faceoff on the power play to bring the goal scoring to 2-1 in favor of Tennessee. Some time went by, still 2-1. Then, in the last 4 minutes of the first period, Tennessee exploded with a goal first by Cheney, then by King, assisted by Carline, and Bunch put one in with 31.5 seconds left to bring the scoring total to 5-1 in favor of Tennessee, which is where we stand now. Both teams have committed a number of penalties. Sawney, with one for holding, Kuntz with one for tripping, and Tor another tripping penalty. And then for Tennessee, Cheney had one for tripping, Stobierski had one for holding, and Paul Hart had yet another penalty. Even stats, 3-3 penalties, but yet the power play goals are not connecting for the Panthers. They have 1 out of 3 so far, but they need to capitalize on far more of those if they want to advance. In this final period, of play, the remaining 40 minutes, the High Point Panthers are going to need to be able to put more shots on the goal. They haven't been able to get very many pucks to the slot, which is where this offense thrives. They have 6 shots on goal in the first period compared to Tennessee's 14, and that's not going to cut it if they need to crawl back into this one. The main focus for the Panthers needs to be being aggressive, which they have been at times, but they need to cut back on mental lapses on defense and be able to get pucks to the center on offense to manufacture those shots on goal. Again, your score right here in the Greensboro Ice House is 5-1. We will be right back with the second period. Welcome back into the Greensboro Ice House for the start of the second period. Both teams taking the ice to warm back up. Stretch their legs out as we will switch ends of the ice. High Point will now be moving right to left as opposed to left to right in the first period. Teams now stretching in their respective ends. Yesterday, Tennessee controlled the second period, whereas High Point controlled the first period. Let's see if High Point can reverse that and take control of this game back, swing some momentum in their direction before we go into the third period. High Point down 4 goals, 5-1, attempting to shorten that. I feel like if High Point's going to get back into this game, they need to come up at least 2 goals on top. Cut the deficit in half, make it a 2-goal game, and this team can put goals on the board in the third period as we've seen them do time and time again. This game is still very well within reach for the Panthers as they, as I mentioned before, last year averaged 6 goals a game. Only one of those 6 so far if they want to keep on pace for their average from last year. This year so far, 4 goals per game with their one game being against Tennessee yesterday. An 8-4 loss that saw them go into the third period tied 3-3, but Tennessee dominated the third period, outscoring the Panthers 5-1, coming away with the 8-4 win. Both teams will be 5-on-5 as we start this first period. A little bit of a line change here for the Panthers. Mike Moreau will come into the top defense pairing with Mike Torr as opposed to Christian Kuntz. The center ice, Panthers win the faceoff. Torr has it back. Now Moreau. Moreau's brother, Sean Moreau, started the game in the penalty box as the backup goalie for the Panthers, but he is now in between the pipes as Tyler Rumsey was pulled in the first period when the Ice Vols scored their 5th goal with 35 seconds left. Ice Vols collected in the neutral zone. Pass over to Bruin now in the offensive zone. Misjudged by Weinkauf. And now kept in at the point is Torr. A deflected on. What a great chance there. But Bruin unable to get a puck to the net. Deflection was a good opportunity there, and now we're going to have a whistle. I believe the goal came off of its moorings, and they're going to readjust, and we'll have an offensive zone draw for the Panthers. A good start offensively for the Panthers as most of the pressure has been in the Panthers' offensive zone so far. Face-off won by the Vols and Megazzini. Now back over into the near side corner, collected along the walls by the Panthers, and they'll keep it in. Kennedy forechecking hard as he did in the first period. He has been one of the aggressors for High Point's offense. No point scoring so far for him though. A breakout pass up. And now Shaney will bring it in, one of the goalie. A shot saved by Moreau. What an attempt there by the Ice Vols, easily blocked down by number 29 in between the pipes. Kept in the neutral zone, now into the defensive zone for the Panthers and Connor Duncan. Pass over to Sawney, who was playing like a man possessed defensively in the first period. Very aggressive on the defensive end, and that's what you like to see for the Panthers. And Ice Vol hauled down, no call. And he appears to be a little bit hindered getting up, but he gets up easily, gets back into the play. That was Shaney. Now on the far side boards, Kennedy in a scrum trying to get to the puck. Now back into the slot. Dangerous chance there as a man was coming up for Tennessee, but Duncan tried to get it up to Calkins, and now the puck will come all the way back down. No icing, as they say that Weinkauf could have played it but elected not to. Mishandled by Duncan in the neutral zone. Now over to Carline. Far side, back to Carline. Not able to get a stick to the puck, as that would have been a great chance for Tennessee. Moreau would have been moving side to side, but unable to get a stick to it. Are the Ice Vols. Now back down. It looks like we will have icing. No icing cleared off, says the linesman Perry. Carline takes it at the blue line. Now over to King. Carline and King accounted for 5 of the Ice Vols' 8 goals yesterday. That line is doing amazing things for the Ice Vols so far this season. Ice Vols winning the matchup yesterday 8-4. That was the Panthers' first game against a D2 opponent this season, this being their second in only 2 games played. Last year, the Panthers went 1-5 in games against Division II schools, 0-2 against SEC HC clubs. Those losses coming against, I believe it was Georgia and South Carolina. Now the puck taken in the offensive zone for the Panthers. Reedy unable to get it, and now the Ice Vols will break out. Ogle looks for a pass to Carline, but Carline stumbled a little bit. Now pass into the slot for Ogle, not able to be collected. Hale takes it on the far side boards, and now Kuntz has it behind his net. Unable to be kept in by Hale, and now he'll bring it back up. Ice Vols would have been offsides, but it's kept in the neutral zone. Gaeta puts it into the offensive zone just to clear the puck. Macheska gets back on sides, and the Ice Vols will collect in the defensive end. Carline takes it, hit among boards by 2 men. That's Reedy who has it now, trying to get it up to Gaeta, and he'll collect into the near side corner. Gaeta hauled down, clear play, put into the slot for Macheska, but unable to collect was Ryan. And now the Ice Vols will break out. 2-on-2, around a man. That's Kuntz. A shot on the goalie. What a save by Moreau. And now Kuntz will haul a man down in front of the net. And we've got a little bit of action behind the net. Oh, my goodness. Hands are flying. And the referees will get in there to break it up. These two teams played very chippy yesterday. Lots of penalty action, especially from Tennessee. They took 11 penalties. The Panthers were only able to convert on 2 of them. The main penalty, 2 of those 2 minors went to Drew King, and we had a 5-minute major assist to Brian Donovan for a check from behind. He was eventually assessed a game misconduct, and still jawing at each other are Macheska and Ogle as they'll go to the respective boxes. It looks like we'll have coincidental minors. Oh, King goes to the box too. Everyone involved sent to the box. Double coincidental minors. Macheska and Kuntz in the box for High Point, and King and Ogle in the box for Tennessee. And the referees are now at the scorer's table trying to sort things out. The Ice Vols had a total of 25 penalty minutes yesterday. And among those 25, 14 of them were split between 3 players. Brian Donovan, as I just mentioned, had the 5-minute major. Drew King had 4 penalty minutes to counteract his 3 goals. And Pete Bunch had 4. Also having 4 penalty minutes was Eric Paulhart. And then a couple of other players had 2 penalty minutes, Ian Tulk being one of those, Kieran Ogle, Clay Lamb, and Uben Weeks all had 1 minor penalty. But, as I mentioned in the pregame, the Panthers were unable to capitalize on all of those chances, going 2 for 11 on the power play yesterday. It looks like we'll be even strength here. Double coincidental minors, each team with 2 men in the box for the next 2 minutes at least. And we'll play 5-on-5 hockey with the draw coming on the far side in High Point's defensive end. Still trying to get things sorted out is the Tennessee bench. Sent out of the faceoff circle is Clark, and now the faceoff will be moved out of the defensive zone for High Point to the far side neutral zone circle. Faceoff won by Tennessee. Back to collect it is Lamb. Over to Weeks. That defense pairing has been very strong for the Ice Vols so far. In the defensive zone, High Point has it. Collected by Sawney. Loses the puck in the neutral zone. Now collected there. That was Dakota Sexton, one of those fresh set of legs that I mentioned in the pregame. 3 players playing today, 3 skaters, who did not play yesterday for High Point. Offsides, now waved off. Into the crease. That's Hallahan, who also did not play yesterday, trying to get a shot on that 4th line, trying to create something for the Panthers, but nothing doing. 16:02 left in the first period, still down 5-1. High Point wearing their all blacks. Black lids, black jerseys, black socks, black pants. Tennessee, white lids, white jerseys with orange numbers, black shorts, and white socks. Collected on the near side boards by Tennessee, put back behind his own goal for Weeks. He'll chip it up into the neutral zone, trying to clear it off. No icing, the linesman says. Collected by Mike Moreau, brother of Sean Moreau, now in between the pipes for High Point. Far side boards, a 2-man scrum for each side. Pass to the slot, tic-tac-toe passing, but the X's don't connect, and now Tennessee will take it behind their net. Collected now by High Point, a big scrum behind the net, looking for the puck. It's still rattling around in there, finally taken out by Sexton. Excuse me, that's Henry that has it. Icing is signaled by the linesman, and it will be called, and we will move this face-off back into the defensive zone for High Point. High Point trying to pull a fast one on the referees and get a line change off, but they say, no, not today. That line will force to be stay on the ice. No change there for High Point. Still some time left on those coincidental minors to Kuntz, Macheska, King, and Ogle for their activities behind the goal after a shot on goal attempt from Tennessee. No icing yet again by High Point. And Coach Starcher is going to contest that the puck was tipped, and the referee having none of that so far. Conversation at mid-ice. I'm not sure why this face-off is at the middle circle at center ice, but it will be held there nonetheless. Johnson in the face-off circle for High Point. Raymond in there for Tennessee. Linesman Callan about to drop the puck, and it's won by High Point. Tor collects it in the defensive zone at the blue line. Bounces it off the boards to Henry, unable to be collected. Johnson now has it in the neutral zone. That top line doing so well yesterday, trying to reproduce some of that goal scoring today. None so far, though. Pass blocked down by Tennessee. Duncan puts a check on Amanda, keep it in the offensive zone. What a great forechecking play there by Connor Duncan. And he'll take a spill up on the boards. That looked like a rough fall he took. Now a penalty coming against Tennessee. High Point's going to be a man up, and it's touched by the Ice Balls. And we're going to have an interference call on Tennessee, and High Point will be a man up. Boxes will clear as Kuntz, King, Ogle, and Macheska leave the boxes for their double coincidentals. And now we're going to have an interference call. It looks like it's going to be on Butchko, who scored 2 of their goals yesterday. And we've got a man down behind the net for Tennessee. Very, very slow to get up. That's Eric Paulhart, one of the top defensemen for Tennessee. Wow, this would be a big loss for them if he cannot continue. Very, very woozy getting up. Not putting much pressure on either of his legs at the moment. Slowly moving back to center ice. And we're going to have a penalty called on Connor Duncan, it looks like. A 5-minute major. Still trying to sort things out is Duncan. He's not 100% sure what he was called for. I'm not either. So what will happen now is we'll play 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes. Then, after Butchko's penalty expires, it will be a 3-minute major penalty, a major power play for Tennessee. And what that means is that if Tennessee scores on the power play in those 3 minutes, Duncan will not be allowed to leave the box. And because there are 2 penalties at once on this play, if High Point scores while it's 4-on-4, or Tennessee for that matter, neither player will leave the box. It will remain 4-on-4 for the full 2 minutes, and then for 3 minutes after that, it will be a 5-on-4 power play in Tennessee's favor. Score is still 5-1 in favor of Tennessee, the visitors. 14:33 left to go in this second period. Face-off collected in the offensive zone by King. Now behind his net is Bruin. Unable to be kept in at the blue line is Weeks, and it will trickle back out towards High Point's bench and the Tennessee defensive zone. A pass. Weeks has it in the offensive zone. Left for Ogle on the near side boards. He chips it along the boards to himself. Looking for a man is Ogle. Looking to pass. Still no pass. Into the corner. He's done a roundabout around the offensive zone. Now tries to put it on net. And collected behind his net is Bruin. Pass to the slot. Oh, he's loose. What a save by Moreau. Oh, my goodness. Sean Moreau standing on his head. That one will get the boys riled up. That right there is what caused Coach Starcher to put Moreau in between the pipes. He trusts his man, and he's in there now making big stops for the Panthers. Still no goals scored by the Vols in the 7 minutes since Moreau has been put in the crease. In the neutral zone, Tennessee will put it back towards the high point blue line. Oh my gosh, what a hit there by Mike Tor. Oh, and he is down. Raymond is holding his knee. That does not look pretty. Wow. I have not seen a hit like that in quite some time. Raymond's stick went absolutely flying, and I am utterly shocked that he is standing and skating around on his own power right now. No surprise as he'll head over to the bench, at least to just take a seat for a couple minutes. But my goodness, what a hit by the captain, Mike Tor. Tor, a small guy, 5'7", 175 from Lee, New Hampshire, but he definitely packs a punch, as you've seen right there. In the offensive zone, kept at the blue line by Weeks. A good shot towards the net, through some sticks, but a good pad save there by Moreau. 36 seconds left in the minor penalty assessed to Tennessee. Oh, what a great defensive there play by Bruin. 19, Bruin makes a great stop at the neutral zone. 20 seconds left in this penalty assessed to Tennessee before 3 minutes of major penalty. Scrum along the near side boards. That's Sexton and Tor who are fighting for the puck, and effectively cleared out by Tennessee. 2 seconds and 1 on the penalty for Tennessee, and now Butchko is out. 3 minutes of major penalty to kill for High Point. 12:23 left in the second period. Score is still the same as it was when we started this frame, 5-1 in favor of Tennessee. Reedy unable to get the puck out of the referee's skates at first, then loses it in the neutral zone. King made the play, and now Paul Hart, who took the big hit behind the net that drew the penalty from Connor Duncan, who is now in the box for the next 2 minutes and 27 seconds. He is back on the ice again. Ogle takes it across the blue line, now kept out, and Tennessee will have to recover and get back on sides. Ogle has it again. Brought on sides by Butchko. Back to Ogle. Butchko has it again. Around a man, what a move. And then shot blocked down by Alex Sawney. Alex Sawney plays a very specific physical type of defense. Oh my gosh, what great vision there by Sean Moreau. Still keeping pucks out of the net. Now we have just 1:57 left in this penalty to Connor Duncan before he's able to come back and we play 5-on-5 hockey again. Five-on-4 hockey being played right now. Tennessee a man up with 1:57 left of major power play. And what that means is that if they score, they still remain a man up for the full 1 minute and 57 seconds. Based on the play that happened that put Connor Duncan in the box, I'm going to assume that it was a boarding call, but I never saw a clear signal from the referee. Paul Hart takes it at the point, near side boards. Gaeta forces him to go back towards the corner, and Paul Hart will collect. Looking for a man, but not much movement. King up at the center point. Down back towards the red line. Butchko has it on the far side. Great block there by Sawney. Oh my goodness. High Point defense is coming out strong in this period. 10:55 left in the second period. 1:20 left on the major power play. Butchko has it on the far side. Back across for Paul Hart. Just hit the outside of the net. Sean Moreau would have saved it anyway, the way that he's playing right now. King up at the center point. This line for Tennessee and High Point has been out for a very long time. Shot on right in the numbers of Sean Moreau, and puck is cleared out by High Point. What a penalty kill they're having right now. 55 seconds left in the penalty to number 55. 10:24 left. Almost halfway through this period. Weeks brings it up across the red line. Bunch leaves it. Magazzini has it. Back to Bunch. Too many men on the ice for Tennessee, and we are going to play 40 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey before a minute and 20 seconds of power play for High Point. That line change was not smooth at all, and it was right in front of all 4 referees on the ice. The man serving the penalty for Tennessee is going to be Robert Stobierski. And as I said, 40 seconds left in this major penalty to Connor Duncan, who is now preparing to be released from the penalty box. Now that that major penalty has been officially killed off, I can say what a great penalty kill unit these Panthers have. In front of the crease, oh my goodness, the puck leaks under Weinkauf's pads, but unable to trickle through. A good stop there. 33 seconds left in the 4-on-4 action. 10 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in this second period, almost halfway through the game. Face-off won by Tennessee in the defensive zone. The High Point Panthers have not had a shot on goal in a while. They're being outshot 8-3 by the Tennessee Ice Vols in this period. Now 21 seconds left in the major penalty to Connor Duncan. A great check there by Sawney, and he's going to get into it behind the net with Bunch. Now brought back into the neutral zone by Ryan Henry. Andrew Raymond gets a hit put onto him. Completely clean play. What a hit there. These Panthers are playing very aggressive and very physical. And now a penalty is going to be on High Point as Moreau will cover up. And as soon as one penalty kill ends, another one begins. We're going to play a minute and 18 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey before we have 42 seconds of a penalty assessed to Alex Sawney to kill off his second penalty of the game. It's going to be a call on Alex Sawney. It looked like a little bit of a, I think he may have called a slash. That's what it looked like to me behind the net. Score still 5-1, and as I said, a minute and 18 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, then 42 seconds of power play for the Ice Vols. Taking one on the goalie, Ogle. What a great play from Mike Torr. He's playing amazing defensively, able to get in there, break it up. That's why he's the captain of your Panthers, and he'll take it behind the net. Pass over to Dakota Johnson, one of the goal scorers from yesterday. Dakota puts it into the neutral zone. Weeks collects it, sends it over to Lamb. Clay Lamb, the senior from Brentwood, Tennessee. One of only a few seniors on either of these squads today. A great pass from Torr over to Johnson. Puck up into the High Point bench. Fumbled around, finally caught by King. And it will go to a neutral zone face-off. 39 seconds left in the penalty assessed to Tennessee for too many men on the ice, being served by Robert Stobierski. So in 39 seconds, Stobierski will come back onto the ice and will play just a little bit of 5-on-4 hockey in favor of the Ice Vols. A shot there from seemingly no angle by Butchko, put off the post. And now High Point will take it into the neutral zone. Dumped into the opposite corner. Weinkauf will collect off the bounce. A 3-on-2 for the Ice Vols. Odd man rush. Weeks takes it. Great pass breakup there by Tyler Calkins. Now back into the neutral zone. Ben Reedy will collect 1-on-1 and broken up by Paul Hart. And as these words are coming out of my mouth, Stobierski comes back onto the ice, quickly goes off for a line change, and now the Panthers are on the penalty kill for the next 32 seconds. Into the offensive zone now comes Tennessee. Butchko has it. Pass to the slot, blocked down with a blocker. Would have not been on the net if it had gotten through. But Moreau standing all kinds of on his heads in the crease right now. Absolutely doing it all for the Panthers. Anything they need to. 11 seconds left in this penalty. Cheney has it. A good stick there. And now it'll be dropped down to himself. What a save there by Moreau, and another save. 2 pad saves there by Moreau to finish off the penalty kill, and Sawney is out of the box. Finally, we are playing 5-on-5 hockey again. 7:26 left. Puck bounces around in the slot, back behind the net. Sean Moreau making a series of great saves. And it's dumped back out into the neutral zone. Sean Moreau looking like he should have been the man to go for High Point all along. Cheney brings it into the offensive zone. Onsides, a pass there to Ogle. Oh my goodness, what a filthy move from Ogle. Just absolutely ripped Moreau apart and goes 5-hole to put the Ice Vols up 6-1. Man, just when it looked like Tennessee might have been losing some momentum, a great pass there from Cheney. Gives the puck to Ogle right on his stick in the slot with nobody but Moreau to beat, and he puts it 5-hole to put the Ice Vols up 6-1 with 7:03 left in the second period. That's an absolute morale killer if you're on the High Point bench right now. High Point having a little bit of confusion on who is supposed to be on the ice right now. Dakota Sexton was the missing man. He'll go into the center position to take the face-off. Won by Sexton, now out to Gata, but he will collect the puck in the neutral zone, put it into the offensive zone. Patted down by Weinkoff, and we will have a face-off in the offensive zone. High Point being grossly outshot in this game, particularly this period, total 13-3 in favor of Tennessee right now, largely because High Point's taken a number of penalties in this period, but still not much sustained offensive possession besides the first couple minutes. Now brought into the offensive zone by Stobierski. Shouldered down by Moreau, another great save from him. Gata will bring it into the offensive zone. Sam Gata over to Dakota Sexton. Now Gata again. Fans on the pass. Oh, checked from behind by Megazzini, and now in front of the net, and glove down again is the puck by Weinkoff. Six and a half left to go in this middle frame here at the Greensboro Ice House. Sexton in the face-off circle again, going off against Megazzini. Matt Megazzini, the freshman from Yorkville, Illinois. No scoring yesterday, but looking to get on the sheet here. In the defensive zone is Tennessee. That'll be Stobierski taking it and shipping it out to the neutral zone. Mike Moreau. Now back into the defensive zone. We will have icing as High Point wins the race. Now back into the offensive zone goes High Point. Tennessee trying to pull a fast one on the linesman yet again, but no change allowed, and Tennessee will go into the defensive zone. Those legs have been out there for a while. Stobierski, Megazzini, Galpin, Maine, and Hale. The 5 for Tennessee. They've been on the ice for a long time. This is a crucial face-off for High Point if they can get it and sustain some offensive pressure. A great win there. Oh my goodness, a shot went through, tipped on by Logan Kennedy, but it hit the post. And now this clears out, collected by the Panthers and Aiden Kennedy. Wow, that was a great chance, one of the best that we've seen in this period from High Point. But not even a shot on goal. Now brought into the neutral zone. That's Kennedy that has it, gets around a man. Oh, collects it, what a dangle. Oh my gosh, what a save by Baylor Weinkoff. But what a series of moves put on by Aiden Kennedy, oh my goodness. Unable to capitalize though, and now the Panthers will collect it again in the neutral zone. Around a man again is Aiden Kennedy, oh my gosh, and a penalty coming up to King. Pass to the slot, oh touch and unable to be collected in the slot by Tim Fleury, looking for his second goal of the game and the second tally for High Point so far. It's going to be an interference call on King, his second call of the game, as he hauled down Aiden Kennedy on the near side boards. It seemed like he was just tired of seeing Aiden Kennedy dance around all his teammates. He had to do something about it himself, and it's going to cost him 2 minutes in the penalty box. 5 minutes and 27 seconds left in this second period. 5:29, excuse me. Panthers have a 2-minute power play, and if you ask me, they have got to convert here. Face off one, back out to Sawney. Other side point, Kennedy has it. A shot on, absolutely swallowed up by Weinkauf, who has looked unbeatable here in the second period. Goalie play is what differentiates a lot of clubs at this level. Everybody at this level can put up goals, but the question is, are you going to stop the other team first? As well as Weinkauf has done, he's made 12 saves today, but the school record for saves in a game by Tennessee is held by none other than Mia Becker. Yes, you heard me, Mia, a female goalie play at the men's Division II level. She made 71 saves against the University of Kentucky in her senior year back in 2016. 71 saves in a game for anyone is impressive, let alone it being a female goalie in a men's division, which is not something you see every day. So as we continue to see integrated hockey and exposure for the women's hockey level, that's something that shines for a program that has been long-standing since 1966. Brought into the offensive zone, and a goal! What a shot there from Dakota Johnson, his second in as many games, and the Panthers are right back in it after scoring on the power play. They must have heard me from all the way up here in the booth telling them that they needed to score on this one, and it's now 6-2. Panthers had an odd man rush in the offensive zone, and Johnson, rather than looking to pass to the slot, just said, I'm going to take this one myself, and put it in. Face-off going to be taken by Tyler Calkins in the offensive zone. It's won by Tennessee over to Weeks. Now back for Lamb, the great pairing that has been together all day. Tor takes it in the defensive zone. Over to Connor Duncan. Now Calkins has it. Back to Duncan. Trying to set up in the defensive zone. A quick pass over. Attempting to find Fleury, one of the 2 goal scorers for High Point here today, but it was tipped. No icing. That one tipped, but behind the red line, and we are going to have icing on Tennessee here, and we will move it into the offensive zone for High Point. 6-2 is the score right now. 4 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the second period. 4-goal differential, the same as it was coming into this game. Tennessee has now matched their shot on goal total from the first period, with 14 in each so far, for a total of 28 and 6 goals scored. A man is shoulder off, and it's going to be touched offsides. I don't know if I agree with that call. I think that Pete Bunch has a reason to be upset with that offsides penalty, but it's going to go in favor of High Point, and we'll take it one way or the other as this draw will go into the neutral zone. 4:05 left to go. Another draw set to be taken by Tyler Calkins, as this line has been on the ice for quite some time now. We're going to have offsides again, it seems. The linesman Perry calling it dead, and we're going to take it right back outside the blue line. 3:58 left to go in this second period. Someone's going to the box, it looks like. That's Gavin Damewood, the freshman from Hendersonville, Tennessee. Unsure what the penalty was called on, but High Point's going to have yet another penalty. Let's see if they can ride that momentum from their last power play goal. .358 left. If you're High Point, your goal is to win the period. They outscored Tennessee 2-1 in the first period yesterday. They need to outscore them at least 2-1 in this period here if they want to have a chance going into the third. Down 4 are the Panthers, collected in his defensive zone by Aiden Kennedy. A lot of great playmaking from Kennedy so far in this period, but nothing on the scoreboard yet. Taken in the offensive zone. A shot on. Oh my goodness, what a freaking stretch by Sean Moreau. He has looked unstoppable. A great stretch pass over to Ryan Bruin, but unable to be collected along the boards. And Tennessee will take it into the neutral zone. Glove down by Johnson, the most recent goal scorer for the Panthers, and it will be blown offsides. Or are we calling a hand pass? Johnson and Butchko, a pair of twos, are just as confused as you and I are. 3:20 left in the period, a minute 21 left in the penalty assessed to Gavin Damewood. Damewood, one of 24 players that traveled to High Point and Greensboro this weekend for the Ice Vols. The Ice Vols have 31 players on their active roster, but due to COVID-19 restrictions, only 24 traveled to High Point this weekend. Sarney collects it in his defensive zone at the near side circle. Pass over to Kennedy. Dances around a man. Brings it up on the near side boards. Dances around two more, and a third. And a shot on not to the goal, put wide, and he is frustrated. Taken in the near side corner to the slot. Oh, what a shot, blocked down by Tennessee and Butchko, and it'll be chipped out. Excuse me, that was Lamb blocking the shot. Now Butchko has it. Near side circle, across ice to Lamb. Pass goes wide, hits the board, unable to collect. 39 seconds left in the penalty. 2:35 left. High Point brings it up, that's Ryan Bruin. On sides, over to Ryan Henry. Pass to the side. Oh, collected there by Bruin, but it looked like it went off a skate. Unable to put it on net. Kept it at the blue line by Connor Duncan. A pass over to Ryan Henry. A shot and what a save by Baylor Weinkoff. We're going to have a whistle. There will be 19 seconds left in the penalty assessed to number 19, Gavin Damewood, with 2:18 left in the second period. Panthers still on the power play, one of many that they've had so far in this game. Shots on goal for this period in favor of Tennessee, 15-9. High Point was being outshot 13-3 at one point, but since then they've been storming back offensively, looking to make a push and win this game. I'll tell you, at points in that first period, it looked like High Point's offense lacked conviction, but that has certainly changed in the latter half of this second period. Loose puck keeps bouncing around, collected by Ben Reedy. Shot on goal, blocked down by Paul Hart. Now bouncing around in the slot, collected by Tennessee, and they'll break out. Penalty expires, 1:57 left. Oh my goodness. Schoenbrunn put a loose spin move on at the blue line, and it forced Ben Reedy to lose his footing. Now Carline takes a hit on the boards from Ryan Macheska. High Point will collect in their own end. 1:38 left in the second period. 6-2 is the score. Ice Vols in front. Paul Hart takes it. Checked in the boards by Gata. Oh my goodness. And does it look like we're going to have a penalty? Yes, Paul Hart is going to go to the penalty again for the penalty box again for the remaining 1 minute and 25 seconds of this second period. It's going to be a high stick on Paul Hart. He got Gata in the face. And we're going to have a minute and 25 left of power play in this period, and then 35 seconds left of carryover penalty time into the third period. As if High Point doesn't score, of course. Nine penalties today for Tennessee. High Point converting on 2 of them. Puck out of play after the faceoff won by Tennessee, and we'll have yet another offensive zone draw for the Panthers. Linesman asking for a fresh puck, and it is delivered to him by his linesmate. Face off, tied up, still bouncing around. Ogle comes out with it for Tennessee. His luscious locks flowing behind him as he breaks into the offensive zone. What a pass break up there by Sawney. 1:08 left. He's got numbers if he wants them. 3-on-3, now a 3-on-4. Not able to get it up fast enough. Sawney still trying to fight through men, and it is collected in the defensive zone by Tennessee. Pass up not able to be kept in at the blue line by Dakota Sexton, and now Moreau will pin it down. 50 seconds left in the second period. 6-2 in favor of Tennessee is the score. A good poke check put on there. Forechecking hard is Tennessee on this penalty kill. And what a pad save there by Moreau to keep it out. 38.7 left in the second period. 1:13 left on the penalty assessed to Eric Paulhart. Paulhart, the freshman from Massillon, Ohio, had 4 penalty minutes yesterday, and he has nearly amassed that same total today. As I said, 38.7 left in this period. High Point in their defensive zone needs a face-off. They need to try to win this period. 2-1 the score in this period rather than 1-1 would be a great victory for this High Point team to get some momentum. 33 seconds left. Face-off is won by High Point. Tor has it. Now back to Connor Duncan. Duncan had the major penalty for boarding earlier in the game. Dakota Johnson lost the puck. Now over to Bunch. He's got a 2-on-1. And that shot whistled high of the net by Tennessee. 15 seconds left in this period. A stretch pass up, unable to be tipped at the blue line by Ryan Bruin. And that puck will go for icing. 8.4 seconds left in this period, and it looks like this penalty is not going to be capitalized upon, at least in the second period. 43 seconds left of the penalty to kill for Tennessee, 8.4 of them coming in this second period. Johnson in the face-off circle for High Point. Number 2 on number 2, Andre Bushko, his counterpart. Puck tied up in a couple of skates. 3 seconds, 2 and 1, and this period will be over. 35 seconds left of power play when we come back. But as of right now, your score, it is Tennessee Ice Vols 6, High Point Panthers 2. A good offensive press from the Panthers at the end of that period as they regained some momentum, but it looked like it was not enough, as in the beginning of that period, Tennessee dominated. They had the puck in their offensive zone for about the first 12 minutes of the period or so. And as we go to intermission, as I said, the score is 6-2. When we come back, 35 seconds of power play for the Panthers. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Greensboro Ice House second intermission here. High Point Panthers taking on the Ice Vols of University of Tennessee at Knoxville. Score right now is 6-2 in favor of Tennessee, but it was 5-1, the same margin coming out of the end of the first period. As we open up the third, the Panthers are going to have a 35-second long power play before we go back to 5-on-5. That penalty was assessed to Eric Paulhart with 1:25 remaining in the second period. Let's go back over that second period a little bit. To start off the period, we had a massive series of penalties, back and forth, left and right. Macheska taking one. Duncan taking a major for High Point. Alex Sarney taking one about halfway through the period. And for Tennessee, they took quite a few as well. They had one to King, another to King, one to Butchko, a too many men penalty served by Alex Stobierski, one served by Gavin Damewood, and then the final penalty served by Paul Hart, which still has some time remaining. Goal scoring much less in this period, compared to the first period. It opened with Ogle, 7:03 left, to put the Vols up 6-1, a massive margin of 5 goals. But then Dakota Johnson drew back the score for the second period, evening it at 1-1 to cut the deficit back to 4. For Johnson, that's his second goal in his many games, and he still has no penalty minutes served. A very efficient season so far for Dakota Johnson, the top-line freshman from Sanford, North Carolina. Shots on goal in that period were 17-9 in favor of Tennessee, bringing the total for the game to 21-15 in favor of Tennessee. High Point had a nice increase in shots on goal from 6 to 9 from the first to second period. In the third, the High Point Panthers need to focus on their defensive prowess, just like they did in the first. Sean Moreau looked like a world beater in the crease in that period, only letting one in compared to Tyler Rumsey's 5 in the first. Very many shots on goal for Tennessee, a lot of work being done by Moreau, but the Panthers need to create some offensive pressure in front of them. They had the puck in their defensive zone for almost the entirety of the first half of the period. They need to change that if they're going to come out and put some goals up on the board and even this one out in the third. Yesterday, the Ice Vols put up 5 goals in the third period. Why can't we do the same thing? Third period of High Point University hockey, back after this. Here in the Greensboro Ice House, I'm Graham Tuck with you, bringing you High Point University hockey for the first time on YouTube this season. I'm the voice of the Panthers here, and I'll bring you every High Point University hockey game throughout the remainder of the season. After this game today, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back next weekend in the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex taking on the Radford Highlanders in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. But for now, we got the third period of action underway here in the Greensboro Ice House with your High Point Panthers and the Tennessee Ice Vols. Sonny is going to collect it. The third line of defense out there on the ice right now. He's going to pass it back to Tor. That's up the ice to Henry. Top line of forwards out there with a mix. This is the second straight period when the defense pairing has been changed at the beginning of the period. The first line of defense opened up as Tor and Kuntz. Then it changed to Tor and Kennedy. Now it's Tor and Sonny out there right now to start the period. Tennessee takes it into the offensive zone. A pass by Lamb looking for Schoenbrunn, who scored on the penalty shot earlier. Doesn't find him. Schoenbrunn now takes it into the corner, tries to pass it back over for Ogle, and that one's going to go out of play as Tor got a body to Schoenbrunn and made him unable to connect on the pass. 19:11 left in the period, and High Point's power play has expired. We are now back to 5-on-5 hockey. Panthers lined up 3 wide on that faceoff, but shot it back to the defenseman anyway. Puck trickles across the red line, now the other blue line, and now the other red line, as Weinkauf will take it behind his net. Collected all the way down in the offensive end by Fleury, who's had himself one heck of a game, lining himself up to be potentially one of our 3 stars if he keeps playing the way he has. Kuntz takes a shot and hits the top of the bar. What a slapper there from Kuntz. He's getting some props from Tennessee's bench for that shot, but it goes out of play, and the score remains 6-3. 18:47 left. Shot attempt by Kuntz, collected back by himself. Logan Kennedy tried to put one on the net, and his stick gets tied up with Paul Hart. Puck taken in at the point by Connor Duncan, who takes a big hit along the boards, trying to recollect himself. Calkins passes it into the neutral zone to nobody in particular. Kuntz takes it, now being paired with Connor Duncan on that second line. Pass goes into the offensive zone, but just a little too far with nobody there, and we're going to have icing. One of the biggest stories of this game for High Point is the way that Sean Moreau has played. Since coming in late in the first period, he has been an absolute phenomenal force for the Panthers defensively. 18:20 left to go in this period, and if Moreau can play this way in the net for the Panthers throughout the entirety of the season, that adds a powerful tandem with him and Eric Smith, who played pretty well yesterday, to the High Points list of assets. Puck taken in the defensive zone by Calkins. He'll try to wind through a couple men. Passes it up now to Fleury. He's got it on and puts a shot on from the far side boards, and it'll be swallowed up by Weinkauf. That makes Weinkauf's 20th save of the day. His 14th save of the day. My stats deceived me for a little bit. Now face-off one in the offensive zone by Reedy, the junior from Charlotte, North Carolina, one of few upperclassmen on this team. Now Reedy recollects it, and then he loses it again, and it's taken by Scott. Sawney loses the puck at center ice, trying to do a little bit too much. Clark brings it into the offensive zone. Shot through the legs of Tor, collected by the legs of Moreau. Offensive zone draw coming up for Tennessee. 17:38 left to go in the final frame. Score still 6-2 in favor of the Ice Vols. Face-off won by the Ice Vols, put into the opposite corner by Hale. High Point will win the scrum, and it's chipped up, kept in at the blue line, but now lost, and Reedy collects. He's got a one-on-one if he wants it. Tries to get around a man. Moves it on the goalie, and oh my goodness, what a closeout there from Open Weeks. That was Pete Bunch making the defensive play, and now offsides is called as Andrew Raymond was a little bit too aggressive on the play, and he was too eager to get into the zone. He's going to be offsides. Raymond from Wahiawa, Hawaii, the freshman, one of again, 24 to travel with Tennessee. 31 on the active roster for the Ice Vols, but only 24 traveling due to COVID-19. Puck collected in the neutral zone by Butchko. Oh my goodness, what a move to get around by man by Raymond, and he'll get hit down. Now Butchko takes it again. Pass to the inboards, and it looked like the net came off its moorings yet again. That left end net has been having problems all day, and it's looked a little loose at times, but they're going to get it back in quickly. We'll have an offensive zone draw for the Ice Vols yet again. If High Point is going to come out on top in this game, they need to get a goal, and they need to get one quickly. They cannot win this game if they play in the defensive zone for the entirety of the first half of this period, yet again like they did in the second. Down 4, 6-2, 16:56 left. Even strength 5-on-5 we play. Shot from the point, not enough on it to give a real contest to Moreau. Face-off coming, near side circle. It's won by Tennessee and Raymond. Now taken by Butchko, up to the point to Weeks. A shot on, that one also swallowed up by Moreau. Just making all of the saves he needs to. No easy goals for Tennessee so far today, at least since Moreau has come in. High Point's defense, give them credit, in front of Moreau has been looking great since the end of the first, but they need to put some more offensive pressure on if they're going to make anything out of this game and take a point from the Ice Vols in this two-game stretch. Aiden Kennedy can't collect it at the near side circle. Now taken by Cheney. He's already got one goal today. Cleared into his offensive corner by Clay Lamb. Pass back over to Lamb. And what a glove save. What a way to see through traffic there by Sean Moreau. The vision, oh my goodness. He had about 3 or 4 players in front of them, mostly black jerseys for High Point, but he found a way to hang on to it. High Point's going to stay in the defensive zone yet again. 16 minutes, 17 seconds left in this final frame. Taken by Sawney. Sawney, one of multiple High Point Panthers wearing that neon green net gaiter. A couple of players opting to wear the gaiter mask when on the ice. Mike Torr takes it. Pass over to, looking for Sawney, but he wasn't on the same page, and that one's going to go down for icing. 15:55 left, still 6-2 in favor of Tennessee. If I had $1 for every faceoff that's been taken in the defensive zone for High Point so far this period, I'd be able to buy a ticket to this game. And we're finally going to have an offensive zone draw. As I mentioned, there are tickets available for this game, but they are not exactly for sale. You have to get them from a player. Each player is allotted 2 tickets. They can give them to friends, family, whoever they want, but they only have 2. Offensive zone draw, won by the Panthers, taken behind the net by Ryan Bruin. That top line out there yet again. Dakota Johnson takes it on the corner. Henry has it in the opposite corner now. Back for Bruin. A wraparound pass looking for Henry in the slot, but not there. Bruin tries to take it again. Kept in at the point by Mike Torr. What a strong stick there. Now Bruin has a shot on, and what a way to cut off that angle by Baylor Weinkauf. He has looked stellar today. Brandon Shaw, the goalie yesterday for Tennessee, posting a .905 save percentage. Pretty solid for club hockey numbers. And Baylor Weinkauf is hot on his tail, trying to chase him down for that stat, leading the team. 6-2 still, 15:23 left. Puck bounces around in the crease and is kept out. King has it now, tied up with Carline. They both are going to crash into the boards on their own accord, but now collected by King. Tor puts a big hit on King. And now over to Henry, one of the alternate captains for your Panthers. Sawney unable to collect it in his feet, and now it's stuck in the neutral zone. Henry's going to collect it around the blue line, but unable to. Carline takes it. He can't get around 3 Panthers. Challenged by Henry in the corner. Now back out to the slot, looking for nobody in particular. Kennedy unable to keep it in play, and he's going to clear it out into the net. Logan Kennedy, one of many freshmen. He, Dakota Johnson, and Ryan Henry, all former members of the Carolina Junior Hurricanes, so they are very familiar with, 1, playing with each other, and 2, playing in this very building. 14 minutes, 40 seconds left in the final period. High Point's going to win that draw. Taken into the neutral zone by Logan Kennedy. Chips it around a man. Hale will try to seal him off, but unable to. No icing. Taken in the neutral, in the offensive zone, by Tyler Calkins, but lost. And now Schoenbrunn will take it. Matt Scott takes it into the offensive zone, but now collected by Moreau on the side of his crease. And he's going to cover for a face-off. This period is not the way that High Point wants to play. Very much stop and start hockey. Lots of face-offs, lots of covered pucks, and that's not the way that High Point wants to play if they want to get back into this game. They need to go, and they need to go fast. Blocked down at the blue line. What a great play by Tim Fleury. He's making all of the small plays, plays that won't show up on the stat sheet, but he's throwing body, putting his body on the line, and making great effort plays to keep High Point in this game. Now breaking into the offensive zone. Calkins has it. A shot on goal. What a save by Weinkoff. Still loose in the slot, and it'll be collected by Tennessee. Oh, goodness. A brutal high stick from Fleury, and that one's got to hurt. You can tell that wasn't on purpose. He's checking on the Tennessee player down on the ice. Schoenbrunn looks to be in some pain, but he's going to be all right. He's got that big cage on his face. That's something that you'll see a lot of college hockey players wear. You can either wear the cage or you can wear the plastic mask, which covers your entire face. One thing that does is it cuts down on double minor penalties, which in the NHL and a couple lower levels can be drawn if a high stick to the face draws blood, and that would result in a double minor, which is 4 minutes. But since you wear these cages, that rarely ever happens. So you've got a 2-minute minor assessed to Fleury, 13:35 left in the third period. High Point going to be a man down. And that is not what they needed right now as they're trying to get back into this game. High Point's putting some pressure on offensively, but Baylor Weinkoff has just proved to be stellar. He's got some great rebound control in the crease, and he hasn't allotted for many second chances for High Point. That's something that they thrive on. High Point is a team that gets a lot of dirty goals down in the crease, puck bouncing around, and they tip one in. That's something that has not proven to be possible today. Weinkoff doing a great job in the crease. Again, he is the number 2 for Tennessee. Brandon Shaw standing in yesterday. Both Tennessee natives. Weinkoff from Nashville, Shaw from Cottontown. Both also sophomores. Shot from the point, blocked down by Sawney, and a shot off the deflection from Sawney is going to be put in on the power play for Tennessee. Matt Magazzini puts it in off the deflection. Sean Moreau doing everything he could to get over to it, but just not able to. Penalty is quickly expired after the goal from Tennessee. Score is now 7-2 in favor of the Ice Vols. Not much to say about that one. It was a great play from Sawney to deflect that one down, but just not able to get to it are the Panthers and Moreau. And for Magazzini, right place, right time. Sexton the pass over, looking for Alden Martin, who's been quiet so far today. A pass over to Bushko. Tries to get it to the slot. Nobody there. Bouncing around still. High Point collects. Alden Martin chips it off of Bushko. Not quite sure what he was trying to do there, but Tennessee takes in the defensive zone. A great toe drag there from Tennessee, trying to complete the wraparound, but unable to do so. Raymond, the Hawaiian, takes it on the right side. A great save there from Moreau. Taken now by Kennedy. He's put some good moves on so far today. He's a real shifty player. Oh, he's too shifty there as his line mates are unable to predict what he's trying to do. Got to recollect on sides. Now brought in 2-on-5 in the offensive zone are the Panthers. A little bit of a defensive line change. And a quick, oh my goodness, Gaida couldn't get it on his stick properly. Unable to finish the rebound chance. One of very few rebounds that Weinkauf has allowed today. Shot on goal. Oh my gosh, what an effort from Moreau. He is not giving up on the puck today. You can tell that he's playing for a spot in the crease today for the Panthers, and he is making the most of it. He saved the initial shot off of the chest, and then the deflection was attempted on to beat him shoulder high, pad side. He just got over. I don't even know how he made the save. It looked like he may have gotten a stick to it or something. It surely looked like it was about to be 8-2 Tennessee, but Moreau able to keep it out. Cheney takes it in the offensive zone. A stick deflects it out of play on the far side. 12:01 left in this third period. Score 7-2 Ice Vols. Megazzini and Reedy, the two men set to take the face-off for their respective squads. Macheska comes out with the puck. Brings it into the neutral zone. Quickly put back in by Tennessee. Tor has it now. He's also played a great game on the defensive side of things. On sides, the linesman says a good stick check there from Sawney, but unable to get it is Sawney. Now Reedy takes it. Looking for Gaeta, but he couldn't settle it onto his stick. On sides is the play. Macheska has it now. Looking for Gaeta in the slot. Unable to collect it as two Tennessee sticks were there. And now a little bit of action in front of the net as Weinkauf covers. 11:34 left. Still 7-2 Tennessee. Line change coming for the Panthers. The defensive unit of Tor and Sawney will stay out there while the top line of Henry, Johnson, and Bruin will come in. Set to take the draw in the offensive zone. High Point needs a goal here if they are going to attempt any kind of comeback. Unable to win the draw is Johnson. Unable to be kept at the point is Sawney. But we will have icing on Tennessee. Bring it back into the offensive zone. Face-off taken in the offensive zone as Living on a Prayer plays in the background, and that's exactly what the Panthers are doing right now, down 7-2 with 11:18 left in the third period. 5-goal deficit, the largest they've faced this season. As short as it is, still not the way you want to start. Now Stobierski tries to make a move into the goal, unable to get it on. The deflection from Cheney, trying to get it on net, but not quite the angle he needed, and it goes wide. Kept in the offensive zone by the Vols, and now it's put back into the defensive zone, and that's Johnson that will collect. Pass off the boards looking for Bruin. Now deflected into the offensive zone inadvertently by Paulhart. Taken by Weinkauf. Off the boards to Bruin. Oh my goodness, a slapper from the near side boards just whistled wide of the net. He had a gaping cage if he wanted it. Now Cheney brings it in, 2-on-1. Him and Carline, and the shot by Cheney goes high, glove side, not even able to get one on net. Into the offensive zone, the puck is dumped by the Vols, but High Point will collect. A bad pass there by Moreau. Mike Moreau, that is, the defenseman, not Sean Moreau, the goalie. But no matter, another bad pass from Maine to counteract, and now Bruin's going to bring it in. Great way to chip it around a man. Tried to pass it to the slot, but nobody there. Pass deflected anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. Now 1-on-1. That's Ogle. He's got it. One on Moreau. Trying to get around. Him and a pair of Moreau. Oh, my goodness. Great pad save. It looked like he was trying to go 5-hole, but just didn't have the stretch. Carline's got it. In the slot. Now Ogle. Pass out to Maine. Now deflected. And Tim Fleury's got it if he wants it, but unable to as Tennessee recovers. Logan Kennedy forechecking as he has all day, and now Hale will bring it into the offensive zone. Kuntz back on defense. Staring him down. Here comes Kennedy, bringing it up the right side. Logan Kennedy, that is. 9:19 left to go in the third. Deflected at the red line, so no icing, but no matter, because Tyler Calkins collected the puck. Now Hallahan has it, trying to get a shot on goal. A little soft shot in between the legs of Maine, it looked like, but unable to get it through the pads of Weinkauf. Now Logan Kennedy has it. Something just went flying. I think someone's stick broke. It looked like Alex Hallahan and Josh Maine's sticks got caught up. You can see Maine, he's not happy with the fact that he's going to have to get a new stick, a new twig from the bench. But he retreats anyway. 8:55 left. Offensive zone draw coming from the Panthers, and they are all but out of this one. Zone draw won by the Ice Vols. Cleared out, collected at the red line by Aiden Kennedy, unable to be kept. Offsides will have been warned, but is collected by the Panthers and chipped into the offensive zone. Gata chasing, but chases too far, and the puck goes back behind him to Butchko. Now chipped into the offensive zone by Connor Hamill. That was Max Galpin, but now the Ice Balls have it. Kept in at the blue line. What a play there by Clay Lamb, able to keep it in. Pass to the slot, good idea from the Ice Balls, but unable to do anything about it. They are as an interception comes for the Panthers. Shot from Gata at the blue line, unable to be gloved down by Weinkauf, but now the Panthers will dance around it behind the net. That's Macheska that has it. Now Gata. Over the stick of Dakota Sexton. Ice Balls bring it out to the red line. 2-on-3, now 1-on-3 in favor, just trying to clear the puck out, and it's turned over to Ryan Macheska. Kept in by Bunch. To the slot. Oh my goodness. Had a goal if he could have gotten a stick to it, but unable to was Matt Scott, the freshman from Colts Neck, New Jersey. Had a little bit of space at the bottom if he wasn't able to elevate, but Moreau got over quickly. And Scott fumbled it just a little bit. So instead of a goal and an 8-2 lead for Tennessee, we'll have a 7-2 lead for Tennessee with 7.5 left to play in the game and an offensive zone draw. Defensive zone draw lost by the Panthers. Tennessee unable to keep at the blue line as it trickles out. Macheska thought he had a chance at the breakaway, but no such thing. Butchko puts it into the offensive zone, and it'll rattle all the way around the boards. Finally gets collected and sent back onto Butchko, but unable. Pass went too far. Pass to the slot, nobody home. Megazzini has it, the last goal scorer for Tennessee. No icing, the linesman says. Just under 7 minutes left to play in this final of 2 games to be played in the Greensboro Ice House for the High Point Panthers. Back behind his net. Sawney will take it. Looking for Henry. He collects it. Sends it to Reedy. Sawney takes it back. Sawney into the offensive zone. A big hit. He's been laying those all night. And a shot. Attempt from Henry goes wide. A good save there by Weinkauf. Oh, and a big hit on Ben Reedy, and he is not getting up. That's going to be a penalty. That's Paul Hart, his 5th penalty of the weekend. He's going to take one. It looked like it may have been elbowing. Whether or not it was elbowing, I'm not sure, but Hallhart's going to go to the box yet again. Reedy retreats to the bench, and the Panthers will have a power play in the offensive zone. 6:22 left. A minor penalty assessed to the Ice Vols, and if the Panthers are going to get back into it, the time is now. They need 5 goals in the next 6 minutes and 22 seconds in order to force overtime. It can happen. The Ice Vols scored in a flurry yesterday. Shot attempt goes over a stick and into the opposite corner. Ryan Bruin takes it, looking for a man in the slot, but his stick is checked. Puck bounces at the blue line. No icing as the Ice Vols are on the penalty kill. 1:39 left. Cheney wins the race anyway. Takes it. He's got nobody with him. Bushko lets the pass go through his legs, and Bruin will take it. Ryan Bruin over to Sawney. Panthers look to start their power play. Johnson can't put it on his stick. Passes over for Henry, but he wasn't on the same page. Ryan Bruin passes to Alex Sawney. Can't collect it on his stick. Kuntz chases on the forecheck. Cleared out by Tennessee, and now Ryan Bruin will recollect and restart. Puck in the skates of a lineman, and now Tennessee will bring it in the offensive zone. Couldn't get out of the way fast enough, and now Tennessee has it in the corner. Puck just sliding along there. That's Schoenbrunn. Now Henry has it on the near side boards in the neutral zone. Puts it up into the offensive zone, and Weinkauf will collect behind his net. Just under 5 minutes left. 30 seconds left in the power play. Connor Duncan takes it in his defensive own. Chipped into the zone, but also out of play there by Ryan Henry, and we'll have a draw. 4 minutes, 43 seconds left in this game. Down 7-2 the Panthers are, and they're looking forward to next weekend, as are we, against the Radford Highlanders. Again, in the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex, next Saturday, 6 p.m., next Sunday, 10:30 a.m. And I will have someone in the booth with me for both of those games. On Saturday, my partner Jay Banzette, and on Sunday, Brett Wiseman, both in the booth with me from the Annex next weekend against Radford. But for now, you've got 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in this one. Tennessee takes the draw, puts it over to the other side. King takes it. Now Kuntz has it, puts it up the side. Reedy chips it in. Fresh out of the box is Paul Hart, and he brings it in the offensive zone. A shot whistles wide. Moreau unable to glove it down, but Tennessee collects in the corner. Calkins has it. Over to Duncan. Pass is deflected. Duncan tries to collect it back, unable to. Kuntz in the slot. A good stick lift there from Reedy prevents an 8th goal from being scored. And now a scrum in front of the net, and Moreau is absolutely dominating his crease right now. I tell you, Moreau is looking like he may be the guy for High Point going forward, the way that he's played today. He's faced an absolute onslaught from the Tennessee offense and kept nearly everything out. 2 goals allowed over the last 2 periods. If you're doing 3 goals against at this level of hockey, that's pretty good. Draw won by the Panthers. But Tennessee will collect a loose puck, put it on net, and we'll have another draw. Under 4 minutes left in this game. Tennessee still trying to pad their lead. Well, we'll go to Winston-Salem after this. Tennessee will be back into the SECHC after this game, taking on Georgia. A deflection by Tennessee, unable to get over the pads of Moreau. Sexton puts it into the offensive zone. Gaeta has it now behind the net. Puts it over there for Hallahan. Defenseman playing a little bit too far back from the blue line and unable to keep it in. 3-on-2 for the Ice Vols. Ogle has it on the near side. Pass to the slot for King. Oh, what a move! Unable to do anything with it. I tell you, that Drew King, he's got a serious bag of moves that he can get into. A great cut to the slot there. Pass got through 2 Panthers somehow, but King put it just over the top of the crossbar. Pass back to the point for Paul Hart. A good skate there from Mike Tor. Gets the puck out of danger. 2 minutes, 48 seconds left in this game. 7-2 Ice Vols. A good move from Ogle is caught up in the skates of Sawney. Gaeta chases it out into the neutral zone. Offsides is warned, and now Sawney will collect in the defensive zone. Tries to get around a man, but a good forecheck from Tennessee prevents that. Kept in the neutral zone. Now onsides are the Ice Vols. Cheney still attacking. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in this game. Aggressive play from Tennessee late in this game. Still trying to secure this win. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. Johnson over for Paul Hart. Checks his stick. Now Sawney clears it, and we will likely have icing as we are now under 1 minute and 55 seconds to go in this game. For High Point, you're obviously not happy with the way that this turned out, but you've got to be proud of the way that you played in the second 2 periods. If you take out the first period, this game is 2-1 right now, and that's a score that you can stomach. So looking towards next weekend against Radford, you'll have Eric Smith back, who played relatively well against Tennessee yesterday, and you'll have Sean Moreau, who was absolutely phenomenal today. So you've got to like your chances next weekend, so make sure to tune in here on YouTube for that series of games next weekend. A shot on goal, whistle wide. Johnson tries to collect, but unable to. Cheney has it now. 2-on-2 for the Vols, and more numbers coming. Shot off the post and out. Ryan Bruin collects. Top line out now for the Panthers. Bruin, Henry, and Johnson. Henry slowly retreating to the bench. That's not a great sign. Johnson has it near side. Hale brings it in the offensive zone. Oh my goodness. What an array of moves these Ice Vols are putting on. A pass towards the slot. Oh my goodness. Moreau unable to cover up. We are now under 1 minute left to go in this game. Still in the offensive zone of the Vols. They have not let High Point have any offensive zone pressure today. Raymond has it in the slot. Now Maine. Raymond again. Shouldered off by Reedy. Looking for Macheska. He can't find it. Into the offensive zone dump at the Panthers. Gaeta and Macheska, the two in the zone for High Point. Tennessee takes it again. Under 30 now to play. Into the offensive zone, onsides. Oh, Butchko with a fake pass. What a way to get around a man. Kuntz bit on the fake pass, and he slid out to the right side. Pass out to the point. Kept in by the Ice Vols. 15 seconds left to play. What a great defensive play from Kuntz. In the corner, still fighting like this game is in the first period. 4, 3, 2, and a shot on, whistled wide, and that will do it. At the end of this one, and it looked like the Hawaiian Raymond was trying to chase down somebody from High Point, but he'll be shouldered off by a teammate. But now we can have your official final here, 7-2 in favor of the Ice Vols. And at times it looked like it might have been worse than that. But there were also times when it looked like it could have been better. As I just said, we had some amazing defensive play. Kuntz played great. Tor played great. Kennedy, Johnson, they played amazing on the offensive side. Fleury played amazing as well. And as I stated, we've got both of our top goalies back. Rumsey had a rough outing, but he's still a great force in between the pipes. So next weekend we'll have everyone, Rumsey, Moreau, Smith, ready to go for both games against Radford. And as I said, both of those games here, you can watch them on YouTube, 6 p.m. Saturday, 10:30 a.m. Sunday. and we'll be here for both of them. We'll take a quick break, be right back with your 3 stars of the game, and then we'll wrap it out from the Greensboro Ice House. Here back in the Greensboro Ice House, after a 7-2 final score from the Ice Vols, they take down your Panthers, sending the Panthers to an 0-2 start to the season. But you've got to be optimistic based on the way that they ended this game. As I said, if you take out that first period when Rumsey was between the pipes, score after that 2-1 in favor of the Ice Vols. Maybe a couple of pucks bounced a different way. Who knows? We could be on top of this one if things had gone a little bit differently in that first. But going into next weekend, as I said, got to be optimistic. Here we've got our 3 stars of the game. Number 1, we've got Mike Torr. It doesn't show up on the score sheet, no assists, no goals, but he absolutely dominated the defensive side of the puck. Without him, the Panthers would have been down far more than 5 at the end of this game. Second, you've got to give it to Sean Moreau. He absolutely stood on his head in the crease, just doing anything the Panthers needed him to. And a couple of goals trickled in, but what are you going to do? That happens to everybody. You're not going to get a shutout every game. And third star, I'm going to give that one to Tim Fleury. He played great open scoring for the Panthers in the first period with a power play goal. And after that, he kept dominating. He was physical on the forecheck, and he was getting around men with a great series of moves. He just absolutely played phenomenally on the offensive side of the puck. That's going to do it from the Greensboro Ice House. Your score, Ice Vols 7, High Point Panthers 2.